Welcome to this week's Monday Motivation Mentoring Session. Hope you have had a beautiful weekend. Today I wanted to talk to you about perfectionism and how much is perfectionism costing you every day. So perfectionism can come in various forms, but for a lot of us it's setting these unrealistic expectations for ourselves and also expecting external validation from people. Perfectionism is something that it's got no end point, because you cannot ever reach perfectionism, because even if you reach the goal that you wanted or the perfect way of doing something, once you get there, you're always going to be setting something else. So you can never achieve that perfectionism, and you're constantly actually setting yourself up for failure and that feeling of letting yourself down. So this week, I really want you to think about all the ways that you are putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. So are you taking an action and allowing the space for that thing to happen, to grow, to flourish, for the world to align, for the universe to serve you and give you what you need? Or are you pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to force a square peg into a round hole? The other thing that comes with perfectionism is looking to other people for validation of what you do. So I used to do this so often when I was in corporate. I used to base my entire worth and value on external validation from colleagues, from bosses. So if somebody didn't tell me I was doing a great job, then I would just work harder and I'd push more, because I wouldn't feel that I was worthy of the work that I was doing. No matter how amazing the work was, if somebody didn't tell me and give me that validation, I never felt good enough. And that is a form of perfectionism, because once you start to turn that into internal validation, and I've started to learn how to really reward myself for the things I'm doing. So there's two things I want you to think about this week. One is what areas of your life, that can be work, it can be personal. You may be putting too much pressure on yourself to be married and kids by the certain age, or have a certain lifestyle by a certain age. That's all a form of control, and perfectionism is all about control. So have a look at your work, personal life, list down some areas that you are trying to control or you're putting too much pressure on yourself, and have a look at a way that you could maybe just ease up a little bit this week. This is obviously a work in progress. You're not going to sort it all out in 1 week. And then the other thing is, start to reward yourself for little things that you do. It can be tiny. Let's say you cleaned the kitchen and normally you leave it for hours. Reward yourself. Tell yourself, oh my God, that's amazing. Make yourself a nice cup of tea. Give yourself a little chocolate treat or whatever it is. But learn to start telling yourself, well done. Start congratulating yourself and start reframing how you see validation in your life. So have an amazing week.